Now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Dan Hagan. Tonight, a manhunt is underway in New York City. Police there are looking for a man who set off a smoke bomb and then opened fire inside a subway car in Brooklyn this morning. Police say he has a known address in Wisconsin. NBC's Chris Pallone has more.
Witness videos captured the terrifying scene as a New York City subway pulled into the 36th Street station in Brooklyn. One car appeared to be filled with smoke. It billowed out the windows and doors as confused and panicked passengers rushed out, the injured collapsing to the platform floor. A conductor across the way heard instructing people to get on his waiting train to get to safety. It happened just before 8:30 in the morning. Police say a gunman set off a smoke bomb in that northbound N train before pulling out a gun and opening fire. At least 10 people were shot. 5 are in critical condition, but they are considered stable. Several others were injured in the chaos. A police dragnet now underway searching for the gunman.
The suspect is a dark-skinned male and was wearing a neon orange vest and a gray-colored sweatshirt.
Police say the suspect left a gun and a bag filled with smoke canisters and fireworks at the scene, and investigators located a U-Haul van believed to be connected to the shootings. The keys to the van found near the scene.
The male who we believe is the renter of this U-Haul in Philadelphia is a Frank R. James, male 62 years old, with addresses in Wisconsin and Philadelphia. We are endeavoring to locate him to determine his connection to the subway shooting, if any.
Police are pouring through surveillance video to try to figure out where he went. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Brooklyn.
A messy weather day for us in north central Wisconsin. Meteorologist Conrad Supinski joins now. Conrad, some rain out there right now.
Yes, some rain started to fall out there right now, but the rain will start to get really heavy out there. Look at this band of rain just to the west of us is starting to move on in. So it does have a lot of thunderstorms out there, pretty much producing a lot of tornadoes in Iowa and severe thunderstorms in Minnesota. Coming to the Wisconsin border very, very shortly. So the next couple of hours, it is going to hit the Rhinelander area around, let's say 11:30 to around midnight time frame to around 4 to 5 a.m. is going to be the worst part of the storm. Then some rain continuing tomorrow, pretty much on and off for the whole day tomorrow before a sharp cold front really moves in and transitions a lot of that rain to a rain and snow mix on the back end. But for our thunderstorm outlook, we don't have a large, large thunderstorm active forecast out here, but that does not mean that we won't get any hail, some gusty winds, and even some flash flooding out there, folks. So really be careful out there from around midnight to the 5 o'clock time frame, because it will get pretty gusty out there. And with these supercell thunderstorms pretty much moving on in, but temperatures right now have cooled off just a little bit, as they are in the 30s and 40s, 40 out here in Rhinelander, 40 in Eagle River. So they are on the cooler end right now, and temperatures will continue to drop overnight as they will hover around the 40-degree mark. Dan?
The world is investigating the actions of Russian invaders in Ukraine. Today, forensic officials unearthed members of a family killed during the invasion. Ukraine invited French investigators to the site of a mass grave in the town of Bucha in the hope of proving allegations that Russia committed war crimes. Workers in hazmat suits lifted out a heavy mass wrapped in an orange blanket. There were burnt body parts inside. Today in Iowa, President Joe Biden called Russia's actions in Ukraine genocide.
The evidence is mounting. It's different than it was last week. The more evidence is coming out of literally the horrible thing that the Russians have done in Ukraine.
Ukrainian officials say hundreds of civilians have been found dead since the Russians' withdrawal of Bucha. The deputy mayor has said 360 civilians were killed during the Russian occupation, although that number could not be independently confirmed. At around 2:45 this afternoon, the Newbold Fire Department and DNR responded to a brush fire. The video you're seeing is off Lake Mildred Road, where both agencies responded to an uncontrolled fire there. They were able to get it under control after nearly 4 acres burned. Wisconsin DNR stated on their site that the cause was from debris burning. And speaking of fires, the DNR is reminding Wisconsinites to be careful what you burn. Most counties in the state are in the high fire danger category. Most Wisconsin wildfires occur in the spring, and debris burning is the leading cause. Increased fire danger is due to windy, dry conditions of a storm system moving across the state. The DNR recommends against burning across most of the state and advises to take precautions with campfires to lessen wildfire chances. A forestry group led by the Wisconsin Paper Council is among the finalists for a federal grant worth up to $100 million called the Build Back Better Regional Challenge. The coalition includes Wisconsin papermakers, loggers, educators, and union workers. They hope to reshape the forest products industry to meet new demands for sustainable packaging, climate change mitigation, and green forest management. The money would go toward the creation of new research and development facilities, workforce bolstering technical education programs, and a new maple syrup production plan on the Menominee Reservation. Wisconsin's logging industry has suffered a historic downturn since the closure of Wisconsin Rapids paper mill back in 2020. The coalition writes, the loss of that mill and others are forcing Wisconsin companies to rethinking the future of the industry in the state. In all, the coalition estimates the projects could create some 2,500 new jobs in Wisconsin. Good news for people planning to get out into the fresh air this month. In honor of its namesake celebratory week, all national parks are waiving their entrance fees on Saturday, April 16th. There are 3 other free national park days later this year. They are August 4th, September 24th, and Veterans Day, which falls on November 11th. New data shows a sharp increase in type 2 diabetes among children in Wisconsin, and doctors think COVID-19 could be a factor. Figures from UW Health Kids show a nearly 200% increase in the number of type 2 diabetes cases over the last several years. An expert there said there is a common misconception that type 2 diabetes is purely a result of diet and activity levels. She said genetics and environmental factors play a big role in making people more susceptible to the disease. Here's footage from Wild Instincts, an animal rehab center in Rhinelander. It is caring for 4 bear cubs right now, and they have grown big enough to be moved into a larger pen. These cubs were orphaned after the mother bear died during a research experiment. The animal rehab center here in Rhinelander has taken in 2 additional cubs as well, and they will be added to this pen in the coming days. Falls were the most common form of injury for adults ages 70 and older last year. That's according to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us how local emergency responders handle 911 calls when senior citizens fall and can't get up.
Adam Johnson is going through the motions of a 911 call. He responds to the resident and, if needed, brings out the cot. The most common injury Johnson and his team of paramedics respond to are falls.
There is a substantial number that comes in throughout the year. Some are falls to assist back to a sitting or standing position. Some involve injuries, and some are unknown.
Johnson says during the winter months, he sees a high number of calls. Things like snow and ice increase the risk of someone falling. Other risks are easy to fix.
Some preventative measures are quite easy to fix. Well-lit conditions, not having obstructions in your walkways, such as extension cords or excessive clutter. Certain floor mats or rugs can kind of be a trip hazard.
Johnson's advice to prevent falls is to use mobility aids such as walkers or canes. Other helpful aids are grab bars for bathrooms and wearing socks or shoes with good grip. Johnson says it's always better to be safe than sorry. Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Does a 5-day work week leave you drained? Coming up on Newswatch 12, a California lawmaker thinks it's time to shorten that down a day. We'll hear from him after Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
People have been wondering, but it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. And now through April 14th, you can join for only $1 down and $10 a month. Join now and feel fit-tacular for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Thursday, April 14th.
Carpet City.
Come
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation, along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. Because custom orders receive priority. You'll get an extra $1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 41 combined MPG in an Escape Hybrid? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it. In a Ford built your way. Custom order your new Ford SUV or truck today and receive an extra $1,000 retail order bonus cash.
After my accident, I needed help.
The car was wrecked, and then the bills.
The insurance company was giving me the runaround.
You don't need talk from the insurance company. You need to take back what's been taken away from you. Get every dollar you're entitled to. This is your one opportunity to go after all the money you're owed. Everything. Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678, Hupie and Abraham, right now.
People have been wondering, what's gotten into Lindsay? But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. And now through April 14th, you can join for only $1 down and $10 a month. Join now and feel fit-tacular for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Thursday, April 14th.
Welcome back, everyone. We got a little light rain out there right now, but look at all of this. This is some thunderstorms that is just west of us. It is approximately an hour away from us, so really be careful out there as those thunderstorms will really be moving on in with gusty winds. Even some hail is possible as these yellow boxes right here, that's severe thunderstorm warnings in northern Iowa. But look at all this precipitation from north to south will be moving on in by around midnight to the 4-5 a.m. time frame. So really be careful out there because there's still a lot of moisture with this one. Look at this, blue as snow, some heavy snow in North Dakota, and we just have a lot of rain. Look at this well-developed line of severe thunderstorms. So it's producing even tornadoes out in Iowa. So thankfully no tornadoes out here, but we still need to keep an eye out there. Be on alert overnight as pretty heavy thunderstorms will be moving on in by around the midnight time frame, lasting for several hours by around 4 or 5 a.m. before we start to kind of break apart and be on and off with showers throughout the day. And then once a cold front moves in Wednesday night into the Thursday morning time frame, really starts to cool those temperatures from the 50s into the 20s out there. And some of that rain will actually transition to a little bit of a rain and snow mix out there. But this will be mostly a rain event out here in Rhinelander, and lots of it. Look at all these totals, even close to 1.5 inches, close to 2 inches in some locations of rain the next day and a half. So a lot of rain, pretty much most of it tonight into the morning hours. And it is a little windy out there with these storms. Look at Anago coming in at 28 miles an hour. Here in Rhinelander, not looking too bad at 10 miles an hour. Same in Merrill at 14 miles per hour. The winds will actually dissipate by tomorrow afternoon, but check out these winds for Thursday afternoon. Oh my gosh. 40s to even 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts with really cold temperatures out there back into the 30s, and this is after that cold front moves on by. Right now, temperatures are around 40 degrees here in Rhinelander, as well as in Eagle River and Land O'Lakes coming in at around 39 degrees. But look at all this. This is all that warm temperatures, all that air moving from the south north with all those thunderstorms. So all of that will be moving on in tonight. So be very careful, be on alert, folks, as these thunderstorms might get even severe by the morning hours. Tonight with temperatures hovering around 40 degrees out there. And tomorrow, another rebound of temperatures back into the 50s with some thunderstorms by the morning hours, then becoming some on and off rain showers throughout the day. And then a transition of rain and snow back in the forecast by Wednesday night into Thursday, as their 7-day forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show that sharp cold front move in Wednesday night, and then keeping temperatures pretty much in the 30s and 40s by Easter. Dan?
Heavy snow and blizzard conditions are hitting Bismarck, North Dakota. The North Dakota capital is at a virtual standstill as state buildings in Bismarck are closed and dozens of buildings and colleges are also closed due to the blizzard. The National Weather Service issued a blizzard warning today for most of western and central North Dakota, where up to 2 feet of snow is forecasted through Thursday. Traffic came to a standstill on a Minnesota highway after a handful of semi-trucks overturned. High winds are likely to blame for the toppled trucks. At least 4 tractor trailers could be seen on their sides on a state DOT traffic camera near the town of Faribault. A powerful spring storm swept through the state today, bringing heavy rain, lightning, hail, and severe wind gusts. A California proposal to shorten the work week is gaining traction. The measure would drop hours from 40 hours per week to 32 and require overtime pay beyond that. The 4-day work week would apply to companies with 500 employees or more. California State Representative Evan Lowe co-authored this bill.
That we're hearing time and time again about greater worker flexibility. That's what workers are demanding, and this provides us an opportunity to reimagine the workforce, uplifting the voice of workers, while also helping to ensure that we can do the type of things in a more efficient manner, and also taking care of our family and our loved ones.
Workers would still make the same amount despite working less. The California Chamber of Commerce says the proposal would be a job killer, making hiring more expensive. It was a big night in the NBA. 2 teams punched their ticket into the postseason. The Bucks, however, they're just resting, and Giannis received some good news earlier in the day. We'll share that. Plus, you'll hear from Packers' new special teams coordinator. Griffin is in next with that and much more.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun. And when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. Dream it, create it, love it.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Super Cash with Lightning Ball. During April, there's a 1 in 3 chance that the Lightning Ball strikes a set of 2 plays. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Top prize not included, only in April. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
Create your ideal outdoor living space with help from Menards. Start off with new indoor-outdoor carpet. It's a perfect option for your decks, porches, and sunrooms. EcoFi carpet is 39 cents a square foot after 11% rebate. Keep your furry friends happy, healthy, and safe with innovative products from PetSafe. From pet fences to training collars and more. Save 11% on all PetSafe products. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
In the military, we call it dereliction of duty. Ron Johnson is supposed to serve Wisconsin. Instead, he served himself. An investigation found Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. That's a dereliction of duty. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Stop into Home Furniture and Design for your immediate furniture needs. We have Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, Ashley, and more ready for immediate delivery. Home Furniture and Design, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Coming up on your Wednesday, we'll hear from a vlogger on how to spring clean your house.
All right, we've been watching some storms recently, and now things are going to start cooling off, and unfortunately, winter will start feeling like winter again. More when you tune in on your Wednesday.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroing starts now.
Today, the WIAA announced their list of finalists for their Scholar Athlete Award. These athletes have an average GPA of 3.94, so we got some brainiacs. And more than 830 seniors were nominated, but only 32 were selected, including 2 local athletes. Jada Egelbrecht from Phillips is one of them. She has earned 10 varsity letters and was named to the All-Merriwood team 8 times. She was a key contributor to the volleyball, basketball, and softball teams, and has also helped the Loggers win a softball sectional championship last year. But Egebrecht wasn't the only Northwoods athlete to be selected. Elizabeth Krause from Leona Wabino is also a finalist. She's a 4-time Northern Lakes All-Conference volleyball player and a 2-time conference MVP. Plus, she helped lead the program to their first state appearance in school history last season. The 2022 WIAA Scholar Athlete finalist will be recognized at an award ceremony Sunday, May 1st at the Hilton Garden Inn in Wausau. A webcast of the award ceremony will also be available at the WIAA website. Now, it's no secret that the Packers special team unit last year was horrible. Last in the league, to be exact, which is why they brought in one of the best special team coaches in the NFL, Rich Bisaccia. Now, he spoke to the Green Bay media today. He has been a special teams coordinator in the NFL since 2002. Last season, Bisaccia was with the Las Vegas Raiders and eventually was the interim head coach after John Gruden resigned. Now, for the 61-year-old, he is thrilled about the new opportunity with the Pack, and his new head coach is a huge reason why.
My excitement and my new energy after meeting and visiting with Coach LaFleur, what he's done here in a very short period of time, it's unprecedented just to be a part of a franchise that expects to win, and the standard is winning it all, and to be a part of something like that to me is energizing.
The Packers are happy that he's excited and energized to be there, but that's not really what they hired him to do. They hired him to improve their special teams. And Bisaccia thinks there is one big thing that they can do to do that.
It's personnel related, it's scheme related, it's people. People make the difference, right? And if you can get good people at a great place, then magic can happen. So we're going to look in every nook and cranny to see what we can do to make ourselves better.
Bisaccia has brought some players with him from the Raiders, and hopefully they can make the difference to help improve that special teams unit. Now, the Brewer bats have been an issue to start the season. Heading into tonight's game, the Crew were 2 of 22 with runners in scoring position. They've also been held scoreless in 2 of their 4 games. How would they do in Game 2 against the Orioles? Man, a lot of 2s there. The answer, pretty good. Top of the first, Andrew McCutchen. He's sending this ball down the left field line. The run from second base is going to score easily, but Christian Yelich is hustling all the way from first. Here comes the throw, and it is not in time. The Crew jump out to an early 2-run lead. But things would get dicey in the second. Bases are loaded for Cedric Mullins. He sends this one deep and gone. A grand slam. Orioles take the lead. The Brewers, though, would rally, tie the game at 4 apiece, and then in the 7th, McCutchen's delivering again with a single into right field. Crew were 3 of 14 with runners in scoring position tonight. Milwaukee wins 5-4. Now, this Sunday, the Bucks will host the Bulls in Game 1 of their playoff series. Right now, Milwaukee is preparing and resting up before their postseason run begins. But today, Giannis Antetokounmpo received some pretty good news. The Greek Freak was named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month for March and April. This is the 9th time that he has earned Player of the Month honors in his career, and the first time since January of 2020. That's kind of hard to believe. He averaged 31.5 points, about 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. Dan, this is great and all, but I'm sure he doesn't really care. All he wants is another NBA championship.
That makes 2 of us. Thanks, Griffin. While Giannis flies on the basketball court, let's take some time to hear about the Flyers and the Skies. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll learn about how a local organization is preparing for the spread of bird flu.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports and Suzuki Outboards, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we can help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Suzuki Outboards and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Dylan, how's that sofa you can't return from that big internet site?
Honestly,
not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Just $20 a month will get you a gorgeous sectional, a 3-piece bedroom group, when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
No way.
How about kicking back in this luxury leather power recliner for just $25 a month? And come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've reinvented mattress shopping.
Your home, where life happens. Family and friends gather. Memories are created. Locally family-owned business serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, and surrounding areas. Come into one of our stores located in Eagle River or Rhinelander and work closely with one of our creative kitchen designers on creating your dream kitchen.
Eagle River Cabinets, building relationships, one cabinet at a time.
Using the green screen, I can show you anywhere in the world instantly. Let's go here. But when I want to actually go anywhere in the world, I head over to Rhinelander, Oneida County Airport. This month, I'll be hopping on Delta and flying around the world. Join me in May as I travel around the world and see where Delta takes me.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
Comedian and actor Gilbert Gottfried has died at the age of 67. His family says he had been battling an undisclosed illness for a long time. Gottfried rose to fame in the 1990s with his stand-up comedy. He was known for his distinct voice, which he employed in his role as Iago in the Disney classic Aladdin. Gottfried leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Bird flu is spreading across the southern part of Wisconsin right now. One north-central Wisconsin organization is taking extra precautions for the birds they handle, despite no confirmed cases in our area. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver has the story.
Not every bird is going to have avian influenza.
But it's already affecting other parts of Wisconsin, which is why the Raptor Education Group, or REGI, is taking precautions. They take injured birds and bring them back to health. Katie Helland is the avian care manager at REGI.
Low-path avian influenza occurs naturally in a lot of waterfowl species, but what's happening right now is there is a highly pathogenic version that is spreading around.
While poultry farms continue to be hit hard by this flu, it also affects wild birds in other areas.
A lot of raptor species are being affected by it, as well as waterfowl species, and that's really been the bulk of the cases for now.
But for our region, they say it's not a public health concern.
We have not seen any, luckily, seen any cases or suspected cases of avian influenza here on site. Also in our region, we're not aware of any confirmed cases yet either. Our location is nice. We're not on like a direct migratory flyway, so that could be part of the reason that we haven't seen anything, but we are ready for when and if we do have any suspect cases.
REGI expects the bug to fade soon.
Starts to come with migration when birds get it in the south and are migrating back to their breeding ground. So hopefully by June it should start to lessen, but we're prepared if we have to continue with our quarantine guidelines.
Reporting in Anago, Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 brought to you by Nicolay Law Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Guess who's making a splash? You're Denord, of course. We make installing your dock easy enough for just one person, and you don't even have to get wet. With our peers, there's less maintenance, no rust, and no fuss, because we're factory direct. Made in St. Germain, come and visit us.
At Lenz Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Lenz truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenztruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenztruck.com. Lenz Truck.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today.
Stop by your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Foreman's Farm Home, today.
A blend of elegance and rustic log cabin, the Whitetail Inn of St. Germain specializes in fun Northwoods dining. We are a popular dining spot for residents and visitors. Open Friday, Saturday, and Easter Sunday. What does expert HVAC installation look like to you? Having a perfect reading nook on a humid day? A place to enjoy the view on a cold winter day? With a carrier system installed by Dahlquist, your home will be comfortable from room to room. Plus, you'll be getting expert installation of a system brought to you by the people who invented modern air conditioning. Contact Dahlquist today for your carrier. Turn to the experts.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Guess who's making a splash? You're Denord, of course. We make installing your dock easy enough for just one person, and you don't even have to get wet. With our piers, there's less maintenance, no rust, and no fuss, because we're factory direct. Made in St. Germain, come and visit us.
Rust is most active in the spring. Fight back and protect your vehicle's investment by calling Rust Solutions underbody rust proofing service today.
Some incoming thunderstorms that will be moving on in very shortly. So from around midnight to the 4 or 5 a.m. time frame is the heaviest of the storms that will be moving on in, with really gusty winds, even a possibility of a little bit of hail out here. And then once the storm moves out, really cools down out here for the rest of the week.
Okay, well, stay safe tonight. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon is next.